Hey, the space controller works today. I fixed it. Call the spaceships to Davenport. Prepare for Divanarchy and interface with a couch in space on this special edition of Space Couch. A TV special brings such wonderful memories to my heart. Like, if there was a special on, like they were showing Frosty the Snowman or something. It was always like event viewing. So it greatly warms my heart, speaking of snowmen, to be able to bring you a special. Speaking of special, my guy, Mordeth, is first on Twitch today with a wonderful squid emoji. Thank you, sir, and your emojis are well timed. Speaking of well timed, it's time to talk to our very appropriate advertisers today. Once again, it is Tigersquawk Records. Check out all this stuff we got. Smoldering Embers of Aggression's new one. I got a remix on there. Ghost Proxy's been on fire. He's got a new single. Severed Skies. Check that out if you like Wumpscut. And he's got a new single that's like the opposite of that. Like, he's really doing well. Beyond Horror. What can't you say about Isserly? New soundtrack out. Another soundtrack called the Pleasure Principle. Hacked Off from Bitman goes off. Slave Dolls, the third soundtrack out right now from Isserly. Skin Like Static, once again, from Ghost Proxy. Proxy Abuse from Vancouver's Duckbag. Bixley covered all the songs from Crystalis. WWW from my girl Isserly. And that's the newest stuff. That's just the newest stuff. We're beyond 242 releases. 5 era in the Twitch room today, giving us 4 Flamemoji. Thank you. Space Couch is from a ball pit now. There's a couch under here, so we're keeping the name. And the Space Couch throw pillow is, of course, available on Zazzle. We are joined by our new edition couch, Thulu. He rises up out of the balls. Ramadan is here as well, reminding me, of course, that we are also brought to you by our advertisers, thanks to Gozer Games. I Hate Artists, lured by Iridium. The newly rechristened Ramadan. Grim Reaper for Hire. You've been watching him? He's amazing. Bremily Ray, Fly Ahead. Walter Magoon, Hunt Hent Hawk for the best music movie ever, The Ditch, which also rhymes with Glitch on Twitch. Get your name in the Patreon. Get all sorts of fun stuff. There's a new Gasoline Invertebrate EP that may or may not be coming out real soon to you, the Patreons, before anybody else gets it. But what you all get right now is a little special beyond the special that we're doing with kind of my brother at arms. Ed Korn is here. Oh, wow. Awesome. Gentleman Junkie all up in the place. As long as we got all these celebrities, Ramadan and so forth, let's bring in one of my favorite celebrities. Oh, no, I always drop the space controller in the ball pit now. Let's just do it. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome What's going on, buddy?
What's up? What's up?
Oh, space stuff. That's how we do.
Yeah, always.
Okay. Hell yeah. Well, speaking of space, you have been pushing it to the outer limits with LEWDO ZLEX Live. We, of course, know you primarily, or I do anyway, from Pill Brigade. But much like myself and many of our viewers, you are not one to relegate to just one project. What the fuck? Rat rot, all of it. But what I'm perceiving, just sort of from the 5,000 foot view here in Alpha Centauri, LEWDO ZLEX has been on fire. Where live shows everywhere. Mini EP2 is out now. Some of your best work, I think. To what do you attribute this ZLEX like push right now? If there is indeed
Uh,
that.
kind of the catalyst. It kind of I went and played a show in Spokane for Electrograve's 10th anniversary
Shout
with
out to Electrograve.
good friends Eva X and Adoration Destroyed,
Yeah,
and
awesome.
they were kind enough to have me tag along, and so going over there and just as my friend Concrete said, it's like people react differently when they know you traveled,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah, totally, totally.
So, but there's also, some people that, had seen me, previously with Pill Brigade too. So there's like a familiarity. And so it kind of, really kind of, I think, caught people off guard a bit
Mm-hmm.
because it's just
Mm-hmm.
like, whoa, what's this? And it kind of, and so that was really, that uh, that show, was just an amazing show, and so it kind of really, got me going, and then had a nice little run in Seattle, Tacoma,
Mm-hmm.
Kelso, and playing with just a few different bands. My friends, Two Libras, and Echo the Strange, and then Forced Infection, and just and it just kind of had this wave, and then uh, I was able to secure the Seattle opening spot for the Black and Blue tour with Morris Black and
Hell yeah.
Danny Blue and Eva X again, and so and I had my friend come down, and I was just wanted him to just get some footage of the set, and and it
Mm-hmm.
just kind of this perfect storm of just exploded, and just people were just that had seen me again with other projects before, and just able to turn their heads and really have them be like, whoa dude, like for real. And it's
Yeah, yeah, it's great. Morta says we need to get you a Space Coast lanyard. That's a really good idea. I should just wear it around my
yeah,
neck. But it sounds like it kind of just it took on a life of its own. Let
it really,
me.
yeah, it really did. And then just kind of decided to just kind of really go for the push, and just kind of ride this wave, and just kind of like, okay. And so it's available now on Spotify and Amazon Music, Apple Music, and
All right.
so just really
Oh.
trying to throw it out there, like, all
Morta
right.
says, is Lex footage online anywhere yet? Yes, it is. Let's show you some now. This is a little LEWDO So that's a little LEWDO ZLEX for your taste buds. Out now on Tigersquawk Records, but we'll get into that. Um, so as we saw from that clip, LEWDO ZLEX is don't let me put words in your mouth, but like nominally just you live.
Yeah.
But every now and then you'll have to pull off, and I know you'll the illustrious Pill Brigade is with of course Christopher Hart and a cadre of ne'er do wells, but you'll also do that one solo occasionally. So I'm curious where you feel the boundaries, if you will, or whatever, are between the Zlex and Pill Brigade projects for you right now.
Well, Pill Brigade really started as a solo project and
Okay.
then kind of adopted sort of a rotating pig face style lineup, and
Okay.
it kind of rolled with that for a while. And then we sort of got a little bit of a solidified lineup with, me and
Hmm.
Chris and Nate on keys. And it was, kind of, it was the three of us primarily. And then, and then of course the pandemic happened, and that kind of changed a
Yeah.
lot of things. And so being able to do the streaming and that kind of kept the able to do the three band member thing. But then it kind of just, when stuff started back up again, it's like, well, yeah, I'm doing this now. And so it's like, I'm don't so it kind of continued on with me and Chris and the two of us. And occasionally maybe we get bird out. And so it and obviously it culminated in that lovely Mechanismus performance, which you had a lovely hand in.
All
Thank
right,
you
all
once again
right,
for
yeah.
joining.
Mechanismus Festival, the big industrial festival in Seattle, coming up in just a week.
Oh,
It's
I'm so excited.
it's the American Wave Gothic Treffen. As far as I'm concerned, uh, Riffs No Leads on Twitch says, "Hey Alex, sup babe." Um,
Oh, what's up, Boo?
the I'll get into Mechanismus in just a second, and what we may have uh, on deck for you there. But I do want to plug mini EP from LEWDO ZLEX is out now. It's awesome. You can get that from Mad Professor Labs with a Z .bandcamp.com. I suggest you do. Do you have more like Ludo coming down the clip, or like what's next for you? You think coming down the
Um,
pike or in the clip? I mixed my metaphors. Sorry.
um, well, I did just get the first two EPs,
Woo!
prepped up all
Look
fancy,
at that! Oh, that's sexy. It's Lexley. Printed CD and everything. Look at that.
Yeah.
All right,
So
so
kind of fancy with it, and that's the first, the two EPs, and then yeah, getting it out on Spotify and Amazon and Apple and et cetera, just kind of. So got
Jennifer
some
says, "Fuck
ideas.
yes, an EP." Hi, Jennifer. See you
So
shortly.
there is some ideas to put out more stuff, but I mean really gonna try and push the what you saw the clip from.
Mm-hmm,
Just
mm-hmm.
search on YouTube, LEWDO ZLEX, It Ain't Alive,
It
and
ain't alive.
It Ain't Alive.
Yeah, that much like the Gothsicles, if you can't find Ludo ZLEX on Google, you typed it wrong, dum dum. There's only one. Uh, Awesome. Well, you have like a T-ball set me up for the next question because with Mechanismus and your new hard copy EP, you had the genius idea to do the first ever Tigersquawk Records. That's the record label that we run. Tigersquawk Records pop-up store um, to coincide with Seattle's Mechanismus Festival. That'll be just the Thursday Gasoline Invertebrate, that's a ridiculously handsome, skinny man from Boston, is playing that night. Um, and you can get, for the first time, a consolidation of Tigersquawk Records, hard copy. We are a motley assortment of misfit toys, literally around the world. It's really exciting. Um, have I described that accurately, or is there anything you would add or edit?
Yeah, I'd say that sums it up pretty well. It's
Awesome,
going to
awesome.
be, you know, come get your Tiger Squawk on, and you
Yes.
know,
How'd you
I
get that?
think
Where did that idea come to you? Like, I would have never thought of that. Just because we're renting a booth, essentially, because you could in the vendor space is where
yeah.
it's going to be.
um, well, I figured, since you're playing, you'll probably obviously have merch, and then it
Mhm.
just it's kind of why not try and put Tiger Squawk at that kind of next
It's
level. Like
it's
we did
perfect.
the compilation a few
Mhm.
years back at the previous
Mhm.
Mechanismus Festival, and that went over really well.
It went
So it's
over
kind of
really
like
well.
taking that idea and going next level, and just like, because I think what we're gonna have, like, some generic Tiger Squawk merch,
Hmm.
and
Yeah, got some
some
shirts, got some
different,
patches.
some various artists. Obviously Gasoline and Vertebrae. I imagine a little bit of Gossicles.
Never heard of them.
No,
It's gonna be good
but
stuff.
the LEWDO ZLEX new physical copies. Probably throw out some of the Pill Brigade cassettes.
Oh! I will
You
tell
know,
you, new Batavia comes out tomorrow. Don't know if
I do
that.
believe I'm gonna have some Batavia.
Oh, Batavia. Try getting stuff from Jacksonville, Florida, in Seattle without a crazy shipping charge. We're gonna bring it to you. Um, but it's such a not only is it a Tiger Squawkulous idea because we're selling Tiger Squawk stuff. I was just so impressed because it really encapsulates the sort of mentality of the we're going to what's the best way band together to make something more than the parts more than the sum of its parts, and we're going to get there together.
Yeah,
And it's not just us. Why don't you come with us, man? Here's our like I don't know too many booths where you're going to find uh uh uh, uh whatever you would call Pill Brigade electro shit or whatever, sort of this amazing. I will, you call it electro shit. I will say a singular infusion of grind, noise, and industrial that you will not find anywhere else. Next to uh, underground Finnish synthwave, you're not gonna find anywhere else, and it's gonna blow your mind. Um,
right.
so, uh, check out the Tiger Squawk booth. Both Ludo and myself will be manning that
I do
Thursday.
believe we will have some assistance with Christopher from
Oh,
Pillowgate and What
fantastic!
the Fuck. So he's going to be helping hold things
What the
down.
fuck's own Christopher will be there. You can meet him, get him to autograph your taint. I mean, we can't do that on site, but it's Seattle. We'll make it happen. There's a lot of leeway for that sort of thing. Ludo, you are eggplant wizard, says Raman Don. Well done, sir. He says that with emojis. You are we are brothers from different mothers. You've been on the show a lot, but I don't know if you've ever been on. In fact, I know you haven't since I started doing the feature segment. So this is going to be exciting for me as well because I'm really curious as to what your answers are. It is time for the features, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving a little bit faster because it's like a weeknight, but radiation round, called that because lightning is exceedingly rare in space. No wrong answers. Let's go here. Dreadnoughts or Cobra Law? Dreadnoughts, excuse me.
Dreadnoughts all the way, man. Knox rule.
Knox rule. That is the right answer. Cobra Law, very strong. It is. Some people say it's when the show jumped the shark, but I like weird shit. So like, what started out as like a military cartoon is now fighting like snake half people, voiced by Burgess Meredith. Like that got really weird, and so I really liked it. But personally, but I say no wrong answers, but sometimes there is a right answer, and Dreadnoughts is the right answer there. For the rest of the segment, there will be no wrong answers. Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter?
I'm going to go Street Fighter.
Street Fighter. And for our Seattle listeners or patrons of Mechanismus Festivals present and past, Highline or the Crocodile?
Crocodile.
Crocodile. For those of you that haven't been, Highline No More, a vegan restaurant. Amazing venue for a long time. Pandemic killed it, and I was like, oh, that's like emotionally like almost Seattle to me. That like there's like a Street Fighter machine in there, of course, that we sung about.
Yeah.
All the memories that we had just ambiently, but even just you and I personally had in that building. I was like, fuck, Highline. But then when I walked into the Crocodile, the new place, oh, it's incredible. Many of Ludo being the jerk says, Rusno leads. Crocodile for sure. Also, it's MKU jerk. Yeah, we've got some. This is turning out to be one of the more contentious.
Getting some heat.
Yeah, Ramadan is all Street Fighter, so it's like this is the I split it down the middle. I go wishy-washy. I'm sorry. I think both those titles did amazing things for the video game world. Obviously it's the same two dudes just beating the shit out of each other, but the flavors of them are so different in a weird way. But Crocodile. Sorry, I got. I'm just gonna plug Mechanismus Festival for a second, specifically the venue. Not only is it gigantic, and you're like,
huge.
This is a bigger stage than I know what to do with, and you and I are both pretty high energy dudes, and we're like, I gotta take a break to get from one end of the stage to the other. Not only, and this is crazy, there's a hotel as part of the venue in the venue. So it's like, load out as you go upstairs. It's amazing. But where I'm going with this personally, the staff. Oh, yeah. No attitude, top notch. They know what they're doing. Just nice guys. Like, and the combination
and kept it moving. Just kept it moving, but not being pushy, but just like, all right, here, this is what we're doing. Let's just boom, 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 and just
because that's how, like, you ever heard of con time, where like 5:00 p.m. is now 8:00 p.m. and no one knows what the fuck time you're on. Everyone misses your set. Not here. Big up to the staff at the Crocodile. I'm gonna jump into last of the features. Hypothetical spectacle. So, in this hypothetical spectacle, everyone at Tigersquawk is going to rob a bank. All right? We're all just going to do like a weird high-stakes bank robbery.
Right.
Who in your mind does what?
Oh, man.
Because I had this idea that, like, okay, like maybe industrial. I know he's like a chef in real life. Like he makes like a cake, He makes, but it's like maybe we drug the cake and everyone at the bank goes to sleep, and we just like carry it out, or Elias Synesthesia writes some sort of like crazy dissertation about like math and music or something, and we hand it to the teller, and while she's trying to parse it, you run in the back because you got all the energy, right? You run in the back, steal all the stuff, or Chris or Nate, they take their wrenches and they unscrew all the cameras, right?
Right.
They gotta.
I think the big thing is here is like, are we all going to be wearing suits and the sunglasses? Like, are we Reservoir Dogging it?
That's a great question. Gotta
walk in slow motion.
We do
have a good soundtrack.
Right, and then when people say like we just got robbed by an industrial band, Covenant gets indicted.
Yes.
Yeah, we set up our personal friend's Covenant for a high stakes bank robbery for no reason. Like Eskil calls me, he's like, Brian, why did you set me up for a crime? I'm like, somebody had it.
Sorry, bro.
Cthulhu Fart Wagon, the getaway vehicle, says Ramadan. Yes. Oh my God, dude! I haven't loved an audience question in so long. Is Donna the getaway driver? Yes, because she's always behind the wheel. I don't know if she's on Squawk in any capacity, but she'll, spiritual.
We're just gonna rope her into it. We're like, Donna, we need you to drive, and she'll be like, all right.
Yeah, we signed you. We signed you on the way over. You didn't know, but right. And then, of course, Planet Damage shows up in some information society post-apocalyptic van, and with like the zombie grates like welded on, and then you show up in one, so we got like two. Oh, we could do the distraction thing, like when the two car, like in the getaway car, like Batman or whatever's chasing us, like one car goes one way, one goes okay, sweet. And that was from Gentleman Junkies Ed Korn. Who I always like because you sampled Babylon 5. I'll go in. I don't know what I would do. I'll coordinate the whole thing like ops, because I got the headset mic and shit.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, you got to be the guy in the chair. Like,
I'm the guy in the chair. Thank you. Well, the
guy on the couch.
The guy, you beat me to it. You're too good. LEWDO ZLEX, everybody. And I was just gonna close it out here because it's like we're curbing it for this special pop up. But I would be remiss if you and I didn't do a little action figure talk for those of you at home. Ludo and I do enjoy a fair amount of nerdery. We did the comic book exhibit at Mopop. That was a lot of fun, and amazing, and have a special polypropylene chamber in our display case hearts for action figures. I was just wondering if open floor action figure talk. You pick up anything new, anything you want to talk about for what you like about them.
I mean, it's just certain ones. It's just that the kind of that memory attached to it, or just that when you see newer stuff that gives you that same kind of rush of nostalgia. Like I picked up a few of the Keaton Batman figures from the upcoming Flash movie.
I should see that. I don't know if I want to see it. Like the Ezra Miller Flash threw me, but those Keaton Batman figures look dope.
Yeah. So it's like, that hint of nostalgia, and of course, you and I, being the big Super 7 fans we are, just got some
Super 7
glow in the dark Martian.
Oh, good stuff. Love it. Oh, hey, Mark Lauer. I love it. I got into this great group called the Boston Toy Collectors Club. I very much recommend it. And my friend there, Moose, so good. Is
They
that
live.
they live?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Super 7 They Lives are awesome. I was on tour with God Module, and Jason of God Module just out of nowhere goes, "Yeah, today's my birthday." I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" So we were in Ann Arbor, and I found the comic book store, and I got him some They Live Super 7 figures.
No,
Got to do it. Where I was going with the Boston, like my buddy Moose isn't a fan. Because he likes the more realistic stuff, and to him, like more realistic means better figure. Like I get it,
right.
but it's like to me, just the stick straight, like Star Wars style Kenner figure for
Yeah.
like a Mechanic or something like that didn't exist at the time. So when Super 7 goes back and does that Panthro or whatever in that style, you're like, oh my
Yeah.
god, this is new and old. I love it. So, and,
Yeah. Same here. And I mean, especially like in the GI Joe groups, like
oh, their GI Joe stuff.
they're split, because it's the whole
Mm-hmm.
point of GI Joe is with the better articulation and da da da, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but they do like
Yeah,
such a good
they do
job of
such
capturing the animated look, and it's just
and the
and they display
gloves.
so well.
They display
Like
great, and they won't snap apart at the waist like vintage GI Joe
right,
figures with a rubber band.
O
O
rings.
rings.
It's like
I just
there's
got
a
them.
reason why they don't use O rings anymore,
It's
man.
old technology. They're great, and that means that all your guys gotta do a cool little spin move, but don't do that too much, or you, you
Snaps.
you'll have to leave them out as like mind damage or something.
I just had a guy. He just fell apart.
Okay.
You know, just on the shelf. I came in and he's all split in half on the ground.
You
It's
just
just like, oh,
disintegrated.
yeah, just like, oh, okay, well, that happens.
Well, I can't recommend Super7.com enough. Their Mark Mothersbaugh from Devo action figure just showed up for me. It's great. I've been collecting Flash, so I should really go see that movie. But my Flash tray is pretty lit right now. We should if
We should make some action
we should
figures.
do that. Like, I mean,
Really, I mean,
we've sort of like been what's the like we've been in a talking phase relationship of our inevitable collaboration for like a million years. Like we should, if we could like rope in industrial music somehow to like action
right?
figures. What about your Mechanic collection? Says the old ass retro gamer is here. Oh, my Mechanic collection. I have vintage Mechanic and the new one. I have him. I'll tell you. Maybe I'll put a picture up. Oh, Grass Logic's here. Tiger
Oh, what up?
Squawk. Hey, what's up? Um, Pacific Northwest's own Grass Logic. Click, click, click. Says old ass retro gamer. That's an inside joke we have. I have Max from Macross, Mechanic, Veer Koto from Babylon 5, and Perceptor all together in my room. I call it my cartoon nerd corner. I have a great I have a great penchant for cartoon nerds, especially evil scientist nerds. So like
Oh
Vultureman
yeah,
or Baxter Stockman, of course, is the big one. I just love evil nerds.
Doctor Mindbender.
Doctor Mindbender. I mean, I don't know why, man, but for some reason, I gravitate towards evil nerds. Who could ever, Not that I'm not talking to one right now. So that's rad. Says old ass retro gamer. I am digging that idea. Industrial. We'll have to see. We'll have to see,
Right?
man. We'll have to see. Sounds like it could be a winner. But I do unfortunately need to bring this rogue flight path on a curved trajectory today. I mean, we're out in space, and time and space is curved, so it's all curved anyway. But we're gonna get you back on for maybe Rat Rot or the Fuck or something like that You can check all that out at madprofessorlabs.bandcamp.com. That's madprofessorlabs with a Z because we just don't care. Um, but if you don't get there in time, what you can do is go to Seattle's Mechanismus Festival. Look at that lineup. It's crazy. Hope you like Andy LaPlagua because he's playing on, I think, every side project he's ever done. Gasoline's going to be there. My coworker Unit Code Machine will be playing. We both work in the same company for tech support. We're gonna. The joke is that we might just set up a help desk on the stage. But what you want to do, even if you're in the Pacific Northwest area and cannot make it to Mechanismus Festival, for whatever reason, I suggest you do. But all money site. LEWDO ZLEX has been playing all over the place. Washington State primarily, but all over the place there. Certainly not relegated to it. Check them out if you can. I would bring your own seatbelt. Venues tend to provide them for LEWDO ZLEX shows as like a liability thing, but sometimes they don't. So he's so high energy and like, even if you just listen to it, use listener discretion is advised. Use only as directed. It's high-powered stuff, right? You can get that live at the Tigersquawk pop-up store or online, of course. That old school Icon of Coil. Yeah, he's doing Icon of Coil, man. We are going to kill the floor. I mean, I'm going to kill the floor because nobody likes my music. But he's going to kill... Everybody likes music. Gasoline's really popular. I can promote my own stuff as my own boss on Tigersquawk Records. I will promote Grasp Logic in the chat room today. Industrial music nominally, but what would you even call Grasp Logic, man? Like industrial, awesome. We got to do more of these. You're on fire tonight. Speaking of fire, check out the Tigersquawk pop-up store. Check out Tigersquawk Records at tigersquawkrecords.bandcamp.com. Check out Space Couch at a regularly scheduled time at Sundays at 3 p.m. here on the East Coast in the United States, even though I'm not in Boston. But my life model decoy is. I'm in space, of course, as you can tell by the space background I have. How else would I do that? Other than space, and not a green screen on a ball pit. What are you, crazy? Check out Pill Brigade. Pill Brigade is on Bandcamp. Pill Brigade 1 Hour RX on Facebook. Anything else we need to do?
No, I think that covers it.
I think we got it, buddy. I am so excited.
So stoked, dude. 1 week away, man.
Dude,
Industrial summer camp.
Industrial summer camp. Even if it wasn't, I would just be excited to see you. I'm sorry.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm gonna wear my heart on the sleeves that I don't have because it's never a bad time when I hang in with my brother. So excited, says Grass Logic. Are you coming, man? Are you gonna be there? We were talking about it. I know you're kind of on the fence, but like, dude, if you show up, keep at it, babe. I'll catch you soon. It'd be lovely to see you all, says Grass Logic. All right, no pressure. Oh, yes, he is! Ah, dude! I've never actually... Hell yeah. All right. We're going to make the best squawk picture ever. I brought out a soda, but I didn't even open it, so you'll get to see me open my pink apple and lemon for those of you just listening today. I need me an industrial concert for sanity purposes. Don't we know it? You're in Chicago, old-ass retro gamer. We'll get out there shortly. Maybe with LEWDO ZLEX. Guys been playing out enough live. I've done this intro for 10 minutes already, so we're just going to cut to the outro. Space Cow Special, we did it! Bye! Yeah, I can't do it on the weekend. Often, like, my day job is decimated. Now I was pull it out. I let the credits. I let us talk over the credits. And I'll might. my seltzer into the microphone, but that's okay. Oh, the sun went down. Now it's super dark in here. All right, that's the show.